you to the divine. When I realized that, I was like, yeah, Kabbalah is a net negative for sure, to an extreme.
Well, I blame the rise of Jewish secularism, Zionism, the Hoscala, Jewish atheism, and communism all on Kabbalah. Why? Because with the invention of the Jewish soul came the idea that what makes you special is not how you behave or what you believe, but the soul within you, which led Jews to believe that I don't have to keep anything. Because I exist, I deserve special treatment. This gave birth to what's called the Hoscala, the Jewish Enlightenment, where people started writing poetry in Yiddish and even in Hebrew when they
But the
didn't believe in
Haskalah, I mean,
God.
you see the trauma that Shabtai Tzvi imposed on the Jewish world, and he's an offshoot of Kabbalistic thinking. Like you only get to Shabtai Tzvi because of the Zohar. Um,
Right.
because before that, the Zohar points to some earlier midrashic things about messianic prophecies and so on that are much earlier midrashim, but the Zohar itself influenced that movement, and the world living in the trauma of a post Shabtai Tzvi Sabbatianism world, rather than reject the thing that caused it, rejected orthodoxy and felt that if we could somehow embed ourselves in modern society, in academia, and so on, we can keep our Jewish culture and heritage that we love, but we don't have to be bound to these crazy ideas. Which,
Mhm.
but that's because by Shabtai Tzvi, Kabbalah had been embedded in Jewish culture.
By the simple fact that every Jewish person could misappropriate Judaism, misrepresent Judaism, and still claim to be a valid representation of Judaism is because of Kabbalah. Because they're like, what do you mean? My Chabad rabbi told me that I have a Jewish soul. I'm Jewish. I'm head and shoulders religiously and spiritually than every Gentile. This is the result of Kabbalah. That it permeates social media. It's hard to hear any sound, proper representation of Judaism because it's hard to speak against secular Jews and essentially the left that in some way have a hold on Judaism because now we have to validate them as having Jewish souls just because they happen to have Jewish mothers because of Kabbalah. Now, yes, according to the Talmud, if your mother is Jewish, you're Jewish, but nowhere in the Talmud did it elevate, let's say, an atheist to having the status of a Jew in good standing. That is what has hurt the Jewish world more than any other concept out there.